In this session of Fill My Cup, we're going to look at living a life full of gratitude. And at the end of this session, you will have 4 takeaways of how to move your life to one of gratitude. My name is Kim Nash, and this is Fill My Cup. Welcome to Fill My Cup. In this session, we are filling our cups at Zig's Bakery and Cafe in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. In our last session, we talked about results and distractions. And I hope you identified a few results you are committed to achieving in 2024 and are on your way to success with just small milestones. As I mentioned in our last session, I focus on 2 professional and 2 personal achievements each year. These are achievements that will stretch me, but they're also attainable and realistic. I try to break them into smaller pieces so I am not overwhelmed. Well, today, what I wanted to share with you is a topic that has been on my heart for a long time, and that is the topic of gratitude. I believe the first place to start is identifying what is gratitude. And so I looked up the term and I found that it's a positive emotion that involves being thankful and appreciative. In my experience, it's more than an emotion, it's an action. We can express gratitude in all situations. Yes, I believe that every situation, no matter how bad, there is something in which we can be grateful and thankful for. I know, some of you are doubting me right now. Let's face it, we are surrounded by negativity. Our news feeds are full of negative news, negative comments, all kinds of things. The old saying about news is, if it bleeds, it leads. And that is true. But that's not just true about news, but it also seems that people love to share negative news about others. And we are conditioned, our brains are conditioned to look at the negative in every situation. It's just natural that we go there. But when we focus on the negative, it causes us to always think about the negative and look at the negative first and overlook those positives. As those negatives continue to swirl in our minds, and the longer they stay there, the more likely the thoughts turn from a perception into a reality. So let me give you some examples of negative thoughts that are common. Feeling inferior and that others are better than me. Others can do this better than I can, or I've never done this before. If I share my ideas with others, they will steal them and present them as their own. I should never trust anyone. They will take advantage of me. Here's one that I catch myself saying: no good deed goes unpunished. And that's really wrong thinking. Or the all or nothing thinking. Well, if this doesn't work the first time, it'll never work. And we just give up. Or maybe we use these terms over and over again, always and never. I always get overlooked for the promotion. I will never get the next level. I am stuck in my position forever. Or I know one for me is that when I do training, I like to get feedback. And sometimes I could get 9 out of 10, the feedback from 9 out of 10 people would be very positive, and then there would be one that would be negative. Where do I focus? On the negative. And so learning not to do that, learning from that, okay, what did that person have to say? Maybe there's something I can learn from it. But remember that 9 other people gave positive comments. Well, I believe that you get the point. So the question is, we all recognize this. We all recognize that we go to the negative. The news is negative. Everything's negative. So how do we move from focusing on the negative and begin training ourselves to focus on gratitude? Well, I would say that the first step is we need to be aware that we're focusing on negative, or when that negative self-talk is happening, and we just have to say, stop, I'm not doing this today. I have found in my HR career that when I have employee relation issues and someone is being negative in the workplace, that when I have a conversation with them, they don't realize that they are coming across negative, that people are seeing them negative. So that's why self-awareness is so important. If you're coming across negative, you want to know that because that influences the people around you. Next, I would challenge you to start small and think about 5 positive things, just 5 small positive things that happened today. So as you're sitting here, after you're done listening to this, the first thing I would love for you to do is just think about 5 things that are positive. It's going to be difficult in the beginning because you're not used to that, but it will get easier and you will be able to name many more than 5, and you'll be able to find positives hidden in every negative situation. So I'm just going to give you a few that I'm thankful for today. Number 1, I am healthy. Number 2, Kelly and I arrived here at Zig's safely today. It's a rainy day outside and we arrived safely. Third, I am blessed with a family. Not a perfect family, but I have a family. Fourth, my friend Kelly is on this vlog journey with me and I couldn't do it without her. And 5, I had a warm bed and food this morning. Very simple. And I could have went on and on and on. But I think, again, it's so easy if we stop looking at the negative and we start focusing on the positive. The next thing that I would suggest is show gratitude towards others. Maybe this doesn't come natural, but you can start by just saying thank you. Being aware for what others do for you and make an effort to let them know how you appreciate it. I know it's going to feel awkward in the beginning, but it becomes more natural the more that you do it. It starts out with something simple like just holding a door when you go into a building and someone's coming out and say, "Have a nice day." It really feels good when we say something positive. It helps our mood. Remember, we are all surrounded by negative, and you just might make someone's day when you say something positive to them. Trust me, it will make you feel better too. In previous Fill My Cup sessions, we talked about fixed and growth mindsets. We talked about abundance and scarcity mindsets, and now the mindset of gratitude. Do you mind if I get real with you and share a personal and professional example of a gratitude mindset? Professionally, so I'll start professionally, as a solopreneur, one who starts and runs their business independently. You may never have heard that term. Solopreneurs are responsible for all aspects of their business. I'm not going to lie, it gets overwhelming and it can be frustrating sometimes. And it can cause a solopreneur to get easily defeated and feel like they are on an island all alone. I learned quickly the importance of gratitude and to focus on the positives so I didn't get stuck in an unhealthy place. Every day I focus on the positives in my business. My why. Why am I doing this? Why did I feel compelled to be a solopreneur? I think about my clients that have supported me. I think about students that show up in my classes. I think about prospects that are out there, colleagues who have supported me, and the projects that I have that I'm currently working on. I am so grateful for all of these. I won't lie. It can be disappointing when I spend time putting together a proposal to speak at a conference or event and learn that I had not been selected. Or if I submit a proposal to conduct training or consulting, coaching for an organization and they've selected someone else and not me. It is easy to feel rejected and to give up. But instead, I have learned to change that. Okay, I'll spend 30 seconds. Yep, I'm disappointed. But let's change that mindset and look at this no as not rejection, but not this opportunity. Because there is something better out there, or this is just not the right time. And I am being protected from something. Now, let me get vulnerable for a minute and share a personal situation. A few years ago, my mom was diagnosed with dementia and early stages of Alzheimer's. I have watched many of my friends walk this journey with their parent or loved one. It is a tough, tough journey. And now I find myself on this journey with my mom. And it's tough. It's tough because I've seen it and I just don't want to watch her go through it and just the stress that there's going to be on the family. But what I recognize is there's things outside of my control and there's things inside of my control. Number one, I can't control her diagnosis. This is what it is. But instead, I've been able to focus on the many things that I'm thankful for in this season. First, she was diagnosed in her 80s and not her 60s. I am grateful for that. I'm also very grateful that she's always been a pleasant personality and she remains that way today. She does not have the anger, frustration issues. She is very grateful for what I do for her, and she tells me that. Third, she decided to give up driving on her own without any prompting. She said, I don't want to drive anymore, and sell the car. So I immediately sold the car so she couldn't change her mind. And fourth, because she's not able to walk very well, she uses a walker and she can't go very far, she's not able to wander away. So I'm very blessed that we don't have that situation. We're blessed that she still knows us as a family. She remembers us. And so I am so thankful for that. I don't know what lies ahead. I don't know what that journey looks like moving forward. But today, I'm grateful. Now I turn the challenge to you. Join me in making a commitment of gratitude and finding something to be thankful for and grateful for in every situation, no matter how bad the situation is. So, 4 takeaways. Number 1, be aware of your thoughts and in bad situations. Recognize that you're being negative. Number 2, find one thing that you're thankful for in that moment. Maybe you were in a bad car accident, but you're alive. That's the grateful thing. Number 3, every day, start your day or end your day with 5 things that you're grateful for. At the end of the day, here's 5 things today as I look back over the day that I am grateful that happened. And then look to extend gratitude towards others. Look for those opportunities. Thank someone for opening and holding that door, or thank your kids for doing a chore. Thank an employee for staying late. Thank your spouse for something that they did. I am grateful that you are taking the time to listen to me and to listen to this vlog. If you have enjoyed our vlog, please like, share, and subscribe. If you've missed any of the previous vlogs, they can all be found on my website at youthrive2.com. Well, our intent is to fill our cup at different locations each month. If you have a favorite coffee spot that would be a great place for us to fill our cups and would want a free shout out, let me know. Again, thank you for joining, and until next time, please take care and keep filling your cup.
Fill My Cup is a joint production of Thrive LLC and Kelly Johnson Photography. Kim's book, Burn the Plow, can be purchased through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Books A Million.